Hello, Ducks fans and hockey fans in Orange County, California, the United States of America, and all over the world. I hope you guys have a happy Saturday and staying safe and keeping healthy, and hope you guys all doing well. The purpose of this vlog is to discuss what happened 17 days ago. And what happened 17 days ago, as many of you know, our Anaheim Ducks recently announced some layoffs and furloughs of full-time staff and other staff in other parts of the Ducks organization, from, say, the San Diego Gulls to the Rings to the OC Vibe Entertainment District that is beginning to be constructed underway. Why am I bringing this up is because of the fact that, like many of us and other sports teams, the pandemic has affected us in such a big way. It's basically a sad reminder of what we are facing. I mean, the Ducks, along with of all sports teams, is a reflection of life. And in life, we have to face adversity. The Ducks are facing adversity on and off, well, mostly off the ice due to the pandemic. And they're not the only ones. Basically, it was announced on the OC Register, and also by a local Ducks fan named Ducks and Bucks. Yeah. It says that the Anaheim Ducks, that they announced they'll be laying off and furlough just under 15% of their employees. Now, under 15%, my heart goes out to those affected by this, especially those who have either been laid off by the Ducks and have been furloughed. Now, excuse me, I'm not putting blame on the owners. The owners did everything they could, from pay cuts to trying to do as much as they can to avoid any letting their workers go. And with any situation that when you run a sports team or a business, that it's often very difficult to know what would happen and how the future or future months will play out. But with the pandemic, who knows? Who knows what would happen? What would happen in such a way? Because obviously, who knows? Because the Ducks and the Honda Center made a statement, and the statement goes something like this. Okay, it says here, the enormous social and emotional and financial impacts of this coronavirus, basically COVID-19, have impacted us all, and the sports and entertainment industry continues to be severely affected. Due to the ongoing uncertainty and its unknown duration, today we felt it is necessary to make a number of very difficult staffing decisions across our business units. Basically, this affects not only like our Ducks, but the Ducks farm team, San Diego Gulls, the Anaheim Marina Management, the rinks, and also the employees and workers who are working in building up the OC Vibe Entertainment District. That will be hopefully be completed within 4 years. Who knows? For nearly 3 decades, we have been proud to serve as a symbol of excellence for our employees and players, actively taking the role of standard bearers in the industry. And it's what makes a day like today so truly heartbreaking, which is honestly true. Which is honestly true. And because all sports teams have to face that difficulties. You look at all sports teams. You look at in hockey and teams such as like the Newfoundland Growlers from up where I'm from. They have to opt out along with several other ACHL teams. Now that's a team like a league, a professional lower than the AHL, but serves as a farm team for the AHL teams. kind of like a trifecta effect. Now, the statement goes as follows as well. What's this? An overwhelming majority of today's reductions were in the form of furloughs, and so it is with expected anticipation that upon moving beyond this terrible pandemic, which is also, I call it a curse, it is a curse, we have the opportunity to welcome back most of our highly valued team members. Now, what this statement says to me is that even though that 17 days ago they had to make the toughest decisions as owners, because believe me, all sports teams owners face a difficult decision. I mean, you look at the Arsenal Football Club. Apparently, they laid off like some staff, including their mascot. For goodness sakes, that's like 55 redundancies or something like that. I don't know. It's some sort of soccer slang. Who knows? The fact that the Ducks layoffs and furloughs I'm bringing to you is because those who were affected by the furloughs, who were furloughed and laid off, they're people. They're people who love what they do, who get up every morning, come to the Honda Center, to the team store, to San Diego, and give it their all to create a positive fan experience. And for someone like me, who traveled all the way from the east coast of Canada to the Honda Center, I always never had a bad thing to say about any experience I had in the Honda Center. Because I will be honest with you, coming in contact with any personnel, off ice personnel, like besides the Anaheim Ducks players, from Steve Carroll and Dan Woods to Josh Brewster to Kent French. All of them, I always have a positive experience. They are very professional. They're very cordial. Very always brighten your day. Even if you have a bad day or felt like very saddened about a certain issue or having a terrible day or week, they're always there. And just like the Ducks, they're always there, be it win or lose. I mean, it goes again to my previous vlog topic, which I had. The Ducks are more than just a hockey team, which is that way. So, with the news that the Ducks and the NHL will have a 56 game schedule next year, which hopefully will be formally approved by both sides, because you need both sides to get the season done. I'm hopeful that many of these people that were affected and that were not cut, but put on layoffs, were laid off, or furloughed, would be welcomed back by the Ducks and Henry and Susan Samerly. I mean, for owners like Henry and Susan, I mean, they have got to be one of the best. They've contributed so much financially, socially, economically to not only the city of Anaheim, but all the Orange County cities and communities in that special region, I call it, because it's special, because it's like my second home, despite the fact that there's a lot of flaws and everywhere you're going in worldwide, there's a lot of flaws in every regions and every cities, but the owners are one of the best. I mean, to ask to do some pay cuts to avoid laying off or furloughing as many people as other NHL and soccer and basketball and even some baseball teams that have done it. I have to give them props. I have to give them some kudos for doing what is necessary, what is important for their employees. I mean, these employees, I believe they love what they do. I always believe that. I know for a fact, but I always have a feeling that these people are like you and me. They come to work, They give it their best effort, and they go home. Okay, they're like they're like you and me. They're basic blue collar people. And is it a dream job they do? Going to work for the Anaheim Ducks or an AHL or a professional sports team? Absolutely, it is. I mean, there's a friend of mine, Kyle Shahara. He does a job that I can guarantee you that millions of people in the United States, in Canada, in Finland, and Sweden who love the sport of hockey would would really want to switch places. And that to me is something. That to me is something. And it takes a special group of people, like the ones who unfortunately were laid off and furloughed. Hopefully they will come back because with the 28th season, hopefully a shortened one, 56 games, who knows if they're going to allow fans in. With hopefully they'll be coming back to in some form of capacity, but you know it's always important because on ice it's the players that give us the experience, okay, but off the ice it's the MCs, okay, the master of ceremonies, the off ice reporters, it's the power players or ice girls or whatever they want to call it. It's the concession stand workers. It's the social media um, personnel. It's those who give the sense of community to all Ducks fans and hockey fans who attend a Honda Center, be it locally or be it someone from, like, say, myself who travels there to see a game, to experience it, to create an atmosphere that's not only positive but very special. Call it a safe space, but these are the people that make the Anaheim Ducks very unique and special to Ducks fans off the ice. Okay, I mean, you add in the intermission games, add in like the post game show, the number 7. I mean, Jack Daniels Club, believe me, they got good beer there, and good times, good atmosphere. It's these people that make the Honda Center and off ice. How would I put it this way? Off ice activities or off ice social gatherings so unique, so different. I know I keep on saying unique all the time, but I'm telling you from my own personal experience. And a few times when I was there, I enjoy the game, but I also enjoy the going to a team store, going to the friendly, diplomatic, always helpful co-workers, shake hands with some of these people, talk to them, and they talk back. They don't talk back, but it's always have a small talk about hockey and about the players and if they're going to make the Stanley Cup. So it's these people I really feel for them, and I know that most of them are doing the best they can, being positive, doing things that they didn't have time to do, but they always and this is in the nature, especially in California and especially in the United States. They always have a positive thinking, but also a real saying that, yeah, I hit a road bump. I'm being furloughed. I'm being laid off, but I can get back on my feet and I can find my way back to the thing I love the most. Whether it be working at a team store, a hockey team store, a baseball team store, being a concession stand worker in a baseball, but or in the hockey arena, being working at say, for example, we're like cooking food at at the concessions or at the concourse areas at the 300 level. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys don't want to talk. Or right near in this middle section where the old number 7 Jack Daniels Club was. Old JD. That's where the people are. And talking to them about hockey, talking to them about life in general. It's these people that make that, and it's the people that make hockey and make all the sports events off the ice, off the field, very, very unique, very, very positive. You leave coming away with, hey, you know what? I had a good time. Whether if the Ducks or any hockey team, any sports team win or lose, that's the thing. A fan comes away feeling good about themselves. So here's a message and something that I want to say to all the employees and the personnel of the Anaheim Ducks who were laid off and furloughed, or those under 15%. I just want to say to most of you, and if you're watching this, or I don't know if you're watching, I hope you don't feel anger. I hope you don't feel sad. I mean, this pandemic was not only beyond your control, it was also beyond the Ducks, beyond the NHL, the Anaheim Angels, Major League Baseball, Premier League Soccer, the NBA, all sports league, all businesses, industries control. And sometimes you have to persevere through many obstacles or many roadblocks, and this is a roadblock. This is something. This is something that we hope it never happened, but it did. And you're probably saying to yourself, "What now? What do I do next?" It's always important to stay positive, and also to reach out to each other, talk to each other, talk to any Ducks fans or any hockey fans, and anyone who was laid off or affected by this. I know because most of you are not in the boat alone. There are others like you, and who are in the same boat, who work for a hockey team, work for a baseball team, work for a professional sports team, in on and off the field, the ice capacities. And many of you, I know, are wondering how I'm going to pay to have a roof over my head, or put food on the table, or support my family, support my loved ones. And I wish I had the answers, but I don't. But it's always important to never give up. It's always important to always stay strong, stay united, and have the communication talking, have the communication with each other. Whether you're working part-time, not working part-time, whether you're a Ducks fan, whether you worked for the Ducks before, or worked in the Honda Center before, and worked in the San Diego Gulls, the Rings, or any aspect, or any like focal group, or not a focal group, business business group, I call them. All of you will be back either working with the Ducks or doing something, okay? Because without you, you guys are the best. You guys and gals and anyone who worked with the Ducks, who were laid off and furloughed, you guys are the best. You guys made things, you contributed in, whether it be in a large or small way, to make the experience so positive. Now, I have millions of stories to tell you, or I won't say reactions, but or statements, but I believe that you will be back with the Ducks anytime soon, or in any capacity with any sports or business, whatever you do. Because to all of you, I ask you, don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on who you are. Because whatever the path leads you next year, whatever the path allows you to be, um, allows you to be the best. You always put effort, and I see that in all of you. I see that in all of you. Whenever I was there in the past like few years, okay, I always see most of you, whether you give it your all. And I like that about you. I like that. And I'm sure some Ducks fans would disagree, but or agree, but it's truly important that if you feel down, reach out to each other. That's the only way we can endure this pandemic, this curse. And even though with the news that the Ducks and the NHL will be having a 56 game schedule, who knows what the plans will be. So all I gotta say is you don't give up. You don't give up. You don't give into despair. And all in all, do what you can. And when the pandemic is over, I can guarantee you right now, and I promise you from the bottom of my heart, I will be making a video at the Honda Center telling you about not only Anaheim Ducks, but Honda Center and the history of the team, because I would have been doing that if the pandemic didn't start. But as you can see, I'm doing what I got to do, talking to you, and that's the main thing. So, till then, I'll see you guys soon.